Hello, this is Easy Target coming back at you with another Fortnite video. In this video, we are going to go over how to change the location of your save files for your replays in Fortnite replay mode. Unfortunately, there is no real way to do it, but I have a script or a task that you can set up to get this done automatically for you, so you don't have to empty out the folder every time you want to do it. Before we get started, if you can please like the video and subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. It really helps me out. I'm trying to hit a quota for YouTube, get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so I can get back to where I was before. I set those ridiculous requirements. But other than that, let's get started. I know a lot of people were looking to change the locations of the saves for the replays. Unfortunately, that's not possible as far as I was able to find. But you can set up an automatic task that will transfer the files for you daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want to do. But people are wanting to get this off to free up space on their minimal SSD drives, the solid state drives, so they can free it up for other things. But the files are so small, it really doesn't matter. You need to have like 800 files in there to get to like 1 gigabyte, which isn't very big, but I can see your point. If you really just want to keep them off your drive, keep the space freed up, this is one way that will help you out, but it is very important that you name all your replays that you want to actually save, because whenever it moves it over and you want to find them again, it's going to be near impossible to find which ones you want. But let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you how to get these files transferred over for you. Starting off the bat, you just go to Career, Replays. That's going to go ahead and pop open all your replays. Alright, once the replays opens up, you can open up your replay folder right down here on the bottom right. That is just going to go ahead and bring up your replays. This is where all the replays are saved. They're very small files, but as I said, they're very small files, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. But if I select them all and go here to Properties, I got 1.3 gigabytes with 658 files. So you can see how many files that you're going to need to actually make a considerable amount of hard drive space on there. But if this is what you want to do, let's go ahead and take care of it for you. Alright, now that we're in the folder, if you click up here into the blank space here, it'll give us our link to this path in our directory. You can see that it's on the C drive, but we want to go ahead and move it off of this drive. Let's say this is the solid state drive, and we want to move it over to our larger capacity regular drive. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to create a task for Windows to automatically do this for us. So it's not going to automatically do it. Your game's not going to be able to see this other folder. You're going to have to move it from the other folder back over to this folder if you want to go ahead and view them in game. Alright, first step is what you want to do is you're going to want to open up your notepad. Once you have the notepad opened up, you're going to want to copy and paste this from the description into the notepad. This section right here, from the C all the way over to the little stars here, is what you want to replace with yours. If you go over back to your replay section over here and you click on the top, that's what we're going to copy and paste. You copy that. Alright, and then you're going to want to take that link and then copy all this all the way back to the C. Go ahead and paste that right there. And that just replaces it with whatever I had already. As you can see, I didn't get the little slash here at the end. Go ahead and make sure you put that back in there. This right here actually tells you that it's going to copy and paste everything, or cut and paste everything to the new folder, in which it removes it from the original folder, freeing up the space on your original solid state drive or the drive that you don't want it on. And then this one right here is going to be the new folder that we're moving it to. So if I bring up my new folder right here, we got two folders now. One is the original, and then one is the new folder here. You can see I just got Fortnite replays on my D drive. So if I just go to the D drive right here, I just manually created it, Fortnite. I click into it. I just made another folder called replays, and then I went into it, and then you got your link right up here just like before. Go ahead and copy and paste that. So copy that, come down here within the quotation marks here, and then go ahead and paste that sucker right there. Just like that. And then now the Word document is done, or the Notepad document. So now you want to come over here and save it, save as. Come down here, all files. Basically, we're going to be creating one of these files right here. But what we're going to do is name it, and then .vbs at the end of it. I want to make sure it's not named the same thing. Put a 1 right there in front of it, and then go ahead and save it, and it will make one of those. It'll make one of those scripts for you. Now, what you want to do is you want to bring up the Windows Task Manager. So just come down here, type in Task Scheduler. It's going to pop up your task schedule right here. As you can see, I've already created one, but I'll go ahead and delete this one real quick. And then you're just going to come over here to the right, create basic task. If you have different versions, maybe it's in a different spot, but go ahead and name it whatever you want to do. Alright, once you got the name, hit next. Then you go ahead and select how often you want it to do it. Select the time and date that you want to do it. Hit next. Start a program. You're going to want that to be enabled. Come next to the script. So now we have to go find our script. Alright, now you're going to go and open up that script that we made. I went ahead and moved mine into documents just so I could see exactly where it was at and I know where it's at. But you find that one, you go ahead and click it and hit open. Then it's going to go ahead and put it right up in here. You don't have to worry about down in these guys right here. Those are optional. Next one is just you're doing the name again. That's just fine like that. Go ahead and finish it up. And then now you got the script scheduled for your task later on. There's a couple things that we want to go ahead and check. Just go ahead and click on your task. Come over to properties. Brings up this little taskbar right here. We want to go ahead and run with highest priority, so it's always doing it. Go ahead and run whenever user is logged on or not. Conditions, go ahead and start the task only if the computer is AC power. Go ahead and check that off just in case you're on a laptop. Alright, under the settings, go ahead and say allow tasks to run on demand. That way we can go ahead and run it and test it out for one, and then also if you want to do it in the future. Under triggers, you want to go ahead and double click on the daily task. You can change up your task within here. Change it from daily to one time to weekly, whatever you want to do. And then also down here you want to say repeat task or stop task if not run longer than. You don't want it to continuously be running because that will mess up some stuff if it's trying to do this and doesn't skip on to your other tasks. Once you're in here, just go ahead and change it to I would just do 30 minutes because it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to transfer the files from the Fortnite folder to the new one that you're creating because they are a relatively small file. And then just go ahead and hit OK. And hit OK. And then you're just going to have to type in your admin or your login password. Alright, once that's done, now we want to go ahead and test it and see if it works. So now I'm just going to go ahead and replay location. I'm going to right hand click on it and hit run. Then it's going to go ahead and run it. Bam, it ran it. And if we can see back here, you can see the little thing moving up over here. And boom. It is copying over right now. And now it's empty. So everything is moved on over to here. If I just go ahead and do Control A to select all, and then I hit right click, properties, and then it just shows you right here I got my 658 files right over there for the 1.36 gigabytes transferred over to my new folder. So now this will just automatically do it for you on your scheduled time. Then if you want to go ahead and view one of the files from previously, you want to make sure that you had that labeled first off, and then you go ahead and find that file on the new folder that you had set up. Go ahead and select the ones that you want, and then just go ahead and move them over to your original Fortnite folder. And then whenever you load up Fortnite, it will find those files, and then you'll be able to view them again. Unfortunately, this is the only way that I was able to find. If you guys have a better way to do it, please leave a comment down in the section below, and all of us sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a good one. This is Easy, and I'm out.